today?
Oh, I feel pretty good. I feel better than yesterday, so that's a positive thing. I think there's a little more motion in my ankle and the swelling's down. So I went through what I could have done in practice today, not too much, but it was actually better than I thought it would feel, where I could jog and run a little bit. So I know it's a day-to-day thing, so I'm just going with that.
So you don't. They saying questionable. So you don't. I mean, do you lean? Do you think you're close to playing tomorrow?
Um, Probably not. I
Okay.
mean, just depending on how much I did today. But I guess we'll have to see how it feels tomorrow. And if it feels so much better, then I definitely will play. But I definitely look forward to later in the week and just making sure I jump right back into it feeling good.
What did feel good to you? I know it was only like 10 minutes on Sunday, but what felt best to you?
I just felt good overall. Just with my feel and my timing for everything, and that goes into all the preparation that we've been doing through the rehab process. And I think when I play on tomorrow, Friday, I'll just jump right back into the rhythm of things, and try to even assert myself more, and just play it the best way possible.
Are you curious at all to see how things play out once you and Jaleel and Joel are all healthy and able to go and play together?
Well, I wasn't curious before, but now that we're actually here, I guess I am curious, whatever that means. But we'll let that play out as long as it needs to.
What makes
Any sense of how it's going to go? Minutes, all that stuff, who plays with who, anything like that?
Um, I'm not too sure, but I've started getting an idea of it with how coach has been practicing. I think two bigs will be playing together. Obviously, I don't think it'll be only one lonesome big. So I think he's just gonna implement that into just high-low basketball. And I think the new offense is something good. That's something that it can really somewhat work in with the big trailing, the big at the free throw line. So I think it's more compact, and spacing will definitely be a key factor.
Why do you think that two bigs playing together this season could maybe work better than last season when it was kind of like a mishmash trying to figure out you and Jaleel together?
I think it's a few reasons. I think we have a more balanced team, that can more talent across the board, that can know how to move the ball and know how to play basketball, just period. So, and I think Joel as well, being a pick and pop type style player, he can spread the floor out a little bit. So whoever's playing with him, Sergio as well with the new addition, and just playing more fluid, in transition basketball.
Brett said the other night that the way he sees it, it's like, it starts with him as well as next to him, best in terms of which bigs are out there. Does that make sense to you? Do you feel like that's a logical way to maybe approach him? Just talking about your strengths in that area.
He said, "Who protects the rim the
Yeah,
best?"
as far as like figuring out, do you play five when the other two play four? He says that his thinking is based on who protects the rim the best. And he's one of those guys. I think that makes some sense.
Yeah, it does, but it doesn't, because I think I'll be able to guard the perimeter better than Jalil and Joel, even though I can still protect the rim. So I think even if I'm playing with one of them, I'll still be out on the perimeter, which isn't one of my strengths. Well, it is one of my strengths, switching out, but it's not one of my strengths as opposed to being by the rim. But yeah, I think I'm more versatile to do certain things, and I think whenever I'm in there with them, I'll be more on the perimeter.
Thought at all? I mean, you guys have so many big guys, and you do certain things well, and Jaleel does certain things well, and Joel does certain things well. It would seem like you guys could experiment in some ways if you wanted to. Like you mentioned, you can play out on the perimeter a little bit. It's unusual to have a guy your size that far out on the perimeter. Have you given any thought to that about like, oh, we could really get kind of crazy with this sort of thing if we wanted to, even from a defensive standpoint, about the kind of lineups you could put out there?
Yeah, I think while we're in this situation with all the bigs we have, why not experiment? But, I'm not even thinking in that aspect of experiments. And I know, what I have to do individually. But, for the team aspect, yeah, it's definitely about, switching things up and seeing what works best for you.
But no, how has everybody been like the three of y'all? I mean, it just seems like through all of it, y'all still tight. Like nothing changed.
Oh, yeah, those my dogs, regardless. I don't really care about all this, all the politics too much. But, I love my guys. And, we come in and treat each other like brothers every day.